Hey. Oh, okay. We have a lot of content to react to, so um, let's start. Let's start really quick. For those who don't know, I also, as outside of just streaming, right? I do video editing. For those who are watching on YouTube, just a random video. Hi. Um, yeah, I edit videos for other people, and I usually I just starting to react to the content I've edited throughout these past 3 years, more or less. So I'm doing this as a way to just basically refresh my memory a little on what I was thinking when I was editing some of these things, and what can I basically just apply nowadays, or what should I keep in the vaults or just in that particular video, which is most likely the case. So I've edited for a lot of people, like mostly one-off videos that most likely are not going to be featured here because it's mainly just for brands. Like, it was just a sponsor section on a video, it was a sponsor short, or it was just a sponsor video entirely. And usually I don't like promoting those things myself unless I'm the one getting sponsored, which is totally fair. Like, I'm down to editing those things, just don't ask me to promote it, because unless they are paying me too, I'm not doing that. And so, yeah. So I'm mainly going to be reacting to videos that I know are not for any particular brand sponsorship, and it's just a video, right? Like, granted, there might be in the future, I hope, for the sake of Poseidon over here, that she gets sponsored in the future. I will be reacting to that because at the end of the day, I am the one editing the entire video. If the sponsor section is edited by me or not, that's besides the case. I can just skip it or watch it if I ended up editing it, which it's more likely not going to be the case, because as we are going to see in the Iono Boltor video, in the Iono's deck video, there is a section of this video that I haven't edited, and honest to God, I don't know who did it, but most likely it's going to be a Poseidon, because Poseidon, believe it or not, she knows how to edit. Like, she knows video editing, and honestly, the things I saw on this channel alone that she told me she edited herself are really impressive. Like, holy god. I'm not going to spoil it, nor going to be reacting to it, because at the very least for me that's impressive, but for other people watching that most likely are going to be experts in video editing, or professional video editors, who knows, in Hollywood maybe, I don't know. One, why are you watching this shit? And two, yeah, you might likely know way better than I do. That's to say, I am not an expert. Yes, I've been editing for like 3 years, but I have no education background on that. Like, I haven't studied video editing. I'm just self-taught to the wazoo. I've learned. So I've been editing videos for longer than 3 years because I also been editing my own kind of content. Like, back in the early years of this Twitch channel, which is why I say I have been doing this for like 3 years. I've been editing videos for about the same time. Yeah. I haven't pulled up a lot of edited videos, granted. Like, most of the videos you might see here are just clip compilations, meme edits, or VODs. So yeah, it's mostly VODs, but there are some highlight reels that I've been doing throughout the months of 2022, and with those I ended up just practicing video editing more. And yeah, that's that. And from there, I started opening commissions, starting editing things here and there. Thanks to friends, I managed to get a semi-stable source of income, and I'm really appreciative of that. And thanks to some other friends, I also managed to just get creative with it, have a creative outlet outside of me actually making the content, which is something I'm greatly appreciated of. Like I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for, because Midori over here, MegaAlexiel, I've been editing videos for this guy for about the same amount of time I've been editing for myself. So, yeah. Granted, some of these videos are really old, and some of these videos have been edited with 3 different editing programs. Like, I can see already here, for example, right? This one. This one I edited with a program called Filmora Wondershare. I think it's what's called. I usually just call it Filmora. If I remember correctly, it was it this one? Whatever. It was one of these that I started using Sony, because this one. In this one, I've used Sony Vegas Pro 18 just because I got a friend of mine giving me a code for it. I ended up using it for 1 or 2 videos, and then I ended up just scrapping it because the program was so unstable on Windows 10. It was not even funny. Then, for the megabytes, if I remember correctly, I started using DaVinci Resolve, which it's the program I'm still using to this day. DaVinci Resolve, for all intents and purposes, it's one of the best editing programs I've ever used. Like, I've used Vegas Pro 12, which so far has been the best version of Sony Vegas I've used. If I remember correctly, it was either 12 or 14, because I remember using both back in the day, like in 2015, 2013, in that time frame. And nowadays I use DaVinci Resolve, which has been my main editing program for everything I've done so far. Since I think the end of 2022, beginning of 2023, I started using that program because a previous boss of mine, a certain purple robot, I started editing shorts for them, and they were using DaVinci Resolve. So, for the sake of simplicity between explanations on what I do on the short, which is not a scientific method or anything, it's just for simplicity's sake, I decided to try out DaVinci Resolve, because I was at some points getting problems with the shorts. Like, I was getting problems with the format of the video not being compatible with Filmora, so I decided, fuck it, I'm going to try this program. I've tried it for a couple of shorts, and from there on out, I just went for it. The program is very flexible. And nowadays, I managed to get myself the premium version. Like, I managed to pay the license, and honest to God, it's been such a good deal. I am getting my money's worth out of it, tenfold. Yeah, like, I got the money worth back already, so I'm happy. I'm really happy. Anyway, I've been yapping for what, 15 minutes, more or less. For 10 minutes. Let's get to some reacting. So, I'm willing to just cringe the shit out of me, and let's react to some old videos. Granted, I don't know which ones I've edited from Midori. Like, I know from April onwards are the ones that I've edited for him. Let me check the playlist. I have a playlist in my channel, which is my editing portfolio. Here, you can find all the regular styled edited videos, like all of them. Mainly the ones that actually feature me on the credits, although I don't think this one from Sayu features me. Anyway, Right, I keep forgetting I added also some of my own videos here. Okay, so from May onwards are the ones that I've edited for Midori. Gotcha. Alright, let's see this. I'm going to be reacting to a few of Midori's videos first, then I'll go ahead and react to the Poseidon ones, because the Poseidon ones, let's just say Poseidon has 2 interesting videos coming up that I would like to react next week. Especially this one, because you see how long this shit is, right? This is my biggest video yet. Like, the biggest video I've edited for Poseidon, and most likely it's going to be the funniest. But honest to God, if this video is the funniest video I've ever edited, it's not because of my edits, it's because of Poseidon and Leah having so much good chemistry there. It's insane. Ugh. Anyway, enough yapping. Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Let me also pause. Alright. From minute 0. Let's see. Oh, hold it.
Again.
Also, don't worry. It's the image is static. It's just like that.
That's what happened. I thought the keyboard wasn't working. It wasn't plugged in.
Oh no.
Truly, your knowledge knows no bounds.
I mean, yeah.
Can use a keyboard if it's not plugged in.
That's definitely going in the highlight reel.
Wow, you've been okay. So there is this recurring joke that every time something funny or something like this happens on one of Midori's streams, more often than not, he or they, in this case, most likely are going to say that, like right after it happens. It's just funny. It's just funny to me. It's just funny. It's just funny for me. Sorry. Also, the image is static because that's how the video is. It's not moving. It's supposed to be just a PNG. It's just that.
Or maybe not. I don't know. I usually don't intend moments. Oh, it's not plugged in.
Okay, no, it is like...
See, the joke here is that everything I say is stupid, Emily. See, the joke here is that everything I say is stupid.
Okay,
Or
well,
maybe not. I don't know. I usually don't intend moments. Or I usually don't include moments from art streams unless it's like something stupid I say.
oh, by the way, I forgot to mention. Most of the videos, or if not all of them, if I remember correctly, all of them I've edited with Midori on call, so he was basically just giving me directions. Like they were just pointing me, hey, do this or do that. Do that you want to do, or maybe don't. That'll be too much, and basically just guide me through it. Like it was kind of funny. I've learned a few things out of it though. It was useful. Very useful. Anyway.
No?
See, the joke here is that everything I say is stupid, Emily.
Oh right, I keep forgetting. I used ENVtuber, right? There is this cool function that allows to have an effect over in a new layer. Like you have an image layer, which is usually just the visuals of your video. You have an audio lane, which is basically the audio of your video. And then you can experiment adding other audio lines for extra audio stuff like, say, music, sound effects, etc. And then you can add an extra video line, which is for another types of images and stuff, like effects. In this case, for example, in Filmora in particular, they allow for specific effects to be placed on top of a new in a new layer. So you don't need to put the effect on the video clip you're using. It's a little bit complicated to explain without the program open. But TLDR, that allowed me to make a quote-unquote custom-made transition for Midori. As for the audio that it's using, it's, if I remember correctly, a collection of glitch sound effects that I've downloaded, and I'm to this day still using for some stuff. It's mainly not for transitions, but just for weird when it's required for a weird sound effect. In any case, it's just simple stuff.
I feel like Link would have more of a delicate, pretty boy face.
Have you seen Cloud?
Meh.
I mean, I'm not calling him a pretty boy because I personally can't stand Cloud, but
Like, if you lined up Link and Cloud and to ask me, all right, which one? I would instantly just point to Link and say, "Hee-haw!"
Them's fighting words. Like literally every girl that I went to high school with would beg to differ. Like I knew people that would get into arguments. Thank you, phone, for your clever input.
The cream always rises to the top, even to the top of the galaxy. Oh yeah!
I remember.
I ended that run.
Oh, right. This was happening when I was still, I just finished a KOF 15 hardest difficulty arcade ladder in a way, as a way to wait up for Omega Rugal, which was the new boss coming up in that game. Man, Omega Rugal, if I remember correctly, wasn't that difficult. Anyway, that's the context of the clip. There isn't major editing outside of just putting images and sound effects on them. Although the Kirby phone wasn't a sound effect added by me. That was on the that was on the stream. That was on the video.
Oh, god damn it. It's always the art streams where I'm doing the stupid voices. Because I'm not reading... Fuck. Because I'm not reading dialogue as a high-pitched little eldritch horror. I mean, what? There's a time-lapse mode?! Excuse me?! When did they add this?! If you can still hear me, I am so sorry. What the fuck? When? I don't think it shows me hovering over it. No. I was saying that to Emily. But when the fuck did they add time lapse?
Wait, so does that mean you see
I can. It shows the process of the entire drawing now if I have it enabled.
I want that. I want time lapse.
Does Krita not have that?
Not that I'm aware of.
Because I know. No, Clip added.
I don't know.
Did Clip add that recently, or was that always a Clip thing?
I would like.
Your
that.
next line will be, "That's going in the highlight reel." Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's very fucking.
I was
tiny.
trying to just predict that.
Oh, and it's very laggy too because OBS likes to be a resource hog.
Also, Painful Side.
Ugh, Colonel, squeeze my resources.
Oh right, I forgot. So every once in a while, or every once in a blue moon, Midori's sibling just will pop up and say something funny, but it will be so far on the back. I actually needed to add subtitles for it, so that's what you see. If I can,
Resource hog.
there.
Ugh, Colonel, squeeze my resources.
What?
Take my CPU. Make my stream go down the red. 0 frames per second. Ugh.
Fucking Metal Gear stuff.
I'm not a Christian. It's over for you, bro. I'm about to call Mother Mary on your ass. No, we about to take y'all back. I walked into this dude's stream room. That fool had a Rolodex. I was gonna say crucifix, but I don't think that word is allowed on stream.
Oh my god.
Luigi board?
It's the Luigi board.
Luigi board?
It's not Luigi.
Can you
at all.
summon a Luigi board?
It's.
In my-
Sometimes I get pretty funny with the subtitles. I just add an image on it. I need to do that again. Damn it, that's funny. So the reason, if I remember correctly, right, my mental when I was doing those kinds of subtitles at the time, I was really into Lythero videos at the time, and I'm still are nowadays. Like I watch them when they are hot, like they are just released, and I watch them. I really adore the art behind those videos. Granted, the animations they carry for them, but the editing, it's also sublime. It's a work of art. Bro is a genuine artist when it comes to editing, and I love it. Anyway, so the the fucking images were also provided by Midori at the time. They were pointing me out, hey, use this image or use that image. So in some occasions I made my own suggestions, but still.
Minecraft.
If I could do it, I would.
No, if you say like you're gonna do a violent action, you have to, yeah.
But I don't have to because Twitch
I'm gonna do a violent.
Twitch cannot
Twitch
perceive me.
Twitch cannot perceive me. I'm legally not here.
Hey,
I exist in the confines of an enigma.
because the government is not coming.
Oh my god.
Jesus
Nah,
Christ.
they call me Katrina because my drip is stupendous. This whole thing's going in the highlight reel in segments.
Yeah.
I hope you realize that.
Yeah.
My side has been killing me.
Wah, wah,
Oh,
wah.
the glitch effect.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Back to the lab again.
Ghost of the
I
Shimi.
don't fucking get that.
Some dude who hasn't streamed in a while came back. That's what that's a reference to.
Apparently it's a Smash Bros. Point of view.
Yeah,
I just
Editors, wait.
came
What
back.
did that?
That's what that's a reference to.
Apparently it's a
No idea what he said. He said Chief? No idea what he said, Chief. Apparently it's in the Smash Bros.
Smash Bros. Point of view.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it said point of view, so POV.
Oh my god.
Who DM'd me?
Did you see the fucking thing on Twitter that was Melee players have
Oh, that's the hardware article. Oh my god, I forgot about this. The fucking hardware article. Oh man. Oh, we were laughing our asses in that call. I remember. Like, we were editing this and Midori legit wanted me to actually just see that. I've actually read through a little bit and it was so stupid. Oh man, just the title of it, it's so good. I don't want to get into the specifics as to why this is funny, because it's not my territory to be, but my god. Oh no. You can tell the context by just the title. I don't need to explain anything here. Oh no. Oh.
game after finding out it's 18
This bitch is a real thing, my
years
lord.
old.
Ah.
I'm not,
Are you fucking kidding?
I'm not fucking kidding.
Oh my god!
There's a thing on Twitter.
Like yesterday.
Well, not yesterday. Like 3
That
4
article
days
is
Oh
now
my God.
years old, and to be honest, it's still funny to this day. It's not going to change anytime soon. Or at least, I hope it does, but still.
That's wonderful.
Melee players abandoned game after finding out it turned
Link it
18.
wait, the link is
That
below? Did Midori actually did that? Yes, it it is. Granted, this is Okay, so hardware, if I remember correctly, right? Hardware, it's satirical, satirical news reporting. So this is all supposed to be quote unquote satire. But to be honest, they usually tackle real topics in a funny way, and in this case, exaggerated the hell and back. Nobody's abandoning Melee, sadly. Anyway, let's continue. I'll close that later. Oh,
Fucking bad.
Oh, I get it now!
Yeah!
No!
it took him a minute to understand why.
Oh no!
There are
I'm
two
lost.
things you get from this. Man, the game is old. We should really move on. And oh!
Oh no!
If
Oh,
it
yeah?
happens again, expect to not have a window.
Oh, just be glad you can't hear Emily. She said it probably far worse. I mean, it was, frankly, it was adorable, but oh my god, you would have actually punched my lights out. This is technically a new Game Plus playthrough.
DMC3,
So, okay.
an extremely scuffed PC Plus and things. Okay. Right, I forgot that for these videos, we used to also add the title of the stream.
Can I do the thing?
Devil May Cry 3 Heaven and Hell.
Dante, you're gonna break TOS. That was a sexual act you just did.
Jeez.
You're gonna get me banned for 3 days. Nah, but as I said earlier, please keep in mind of the new TOS. Don't say shit that'll get me in trouble, please. Speaking of trouble. Hey, it's time to go spank the funny man's butt.
Oh, right. The jester fights.
Heaven and hell difficulty's a fucking joke. That's why I love it.
A little bit of Bloody Palace.
Ow, you threw off my groove!
So, if I remember correctly, I think Midori is using Trickster in this one. No, it's Swordmaster. I think. Oh,
Hey, do your job!
and Rudra. Man, I miss those weapons. Oh.
Now, can I beat you before you beat me? Don't answer that. Oh, fuck!
Nah, he parried the crap out of you.
Damn! He was one hit away! He was one hit away from dying! I'm proud of that. I'm very proud of that. Prepare your butt. I don't like how
I
you worded
remember
that.
that.
I do not like how you worded that. Prepare for what? Do I want to know? Oh, God. I know where this is going, and I don't like it. I think I know where this is going, and I don't like it. You're telling me to prepare, and Jakato's got a thing of popcorn. You're both here, and this terrifies me. You motherfucker! You motherfucker! I knew it!
Good times.
Motherfucker! False ID with a raid party of 212.
Jesus Christ.
Hi, Raiders!
That was raid.
You came in on a very scuffed stream. Hi.
It's
I
a
might
moderator.
imagine you were streaming. Oh.
That okay.
Congratulations, False. You
So
hold the record.
so when it comes to the chat on this particular clip, if I remember correctly, I think I had to actually record it, or it was Midori who actually recorded it for the video. I don't remember the details though, so I think I just had to manually sync it in too. So it was a piece of work. So that's that. Also, why do I have feed notifications? Right, it's D&D time for the people's on the server. Anyway,
Record for largest raid. I'm kind of glad Nightbot's disabled, because holy shit. Entertain us. What the mod doing? Scuff shit. That's what it's doing. That's what I'm doing.
Okay, stream, let's go.
But, okay. For those who are just joining. For
Good
those
times.
God, this is the fastest I've ever seen my chat move. For those who, it's my big PP energy. God damn it. Okay. For those who don't know who I am, hi, my name is MegaAlexiel. You may also know me as shitposting voice actor Alex Lee. Also, oh, that's what you said. I misread that.
Okay, so the miracle in this particular clip is just the chat actually syncing to...
He's suffering like we both did.
Yeah.
The coolest! But yeah, thank you. Thank you for the raid. We were playing DMC3, but I got tired of that. And now I'm waiting for my emulators to actually fucking work. Holy shit, was that... He can't bonk us all. Bow down to the dumpy.
Right. That was the era
Hang
the
on.
dumpy
How
was
many-
actually a thing.
How many fucking followers was that? I am very concerned at how many that was just now. Because that might have... Because I was wrong a few days ago. Thinking that I got affiliate.
Right. This was around the time that both, if I remember correctly, where both me and Midori were fighting for affiliate. And if I remember correctly, they got it first, and I got it a few months later. Which is funny because Midori, it's I think, has more years of streaming than I do, so it's kind of weird. Anyway,
because
the case in point is we both got it thanks to Falls rating us. So yeah, I'm still thankful for that. Anyway,
I got the email for it. You
I think-
motherfuckers might have just gotten me affiliate.
Yeah, that I think they got him affiliated that day, if I remember correctly. It
Okay,
was
yeah,
funny.
sorry, stream is very boring currently. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Let's hope it doesn't trigger something. I'm sure it won't. Okay, this is officially frozen.
Like we both did. Oh, right!
Move on to PS4.
Right, I forgot! So, back in the day when I was used to mod for Falls, right? Because I used to do that. I managed to make Falls, or at least convince Falls and the chat to raid both, Nvidia and Jikato, which I think they still are false mods to this day. I managed to just convince them to raid both of them, and Midori was the third one. I managed to get that. And in return, these three motherfuckers they ended up doing the same to me. I don't know which one was the culprit, but I don't want to know. It's the special part. I don't want to know.
God, there's no way that I can...
Also, so the quality of the video is like this. Don't worry about it.
I'm in looping hell, but congrats, we broke the stream. Oh God, did you guys actually break the stream?
Oh
Did
my
you
God.
actually... I didn't
Right, that's
think...
an
okay,
image.
I didn't actually think this many people... I love how this looked like a failed presentation. It kind of does.
Yeah.
Kind of does.
Here's the point where the chat doesn't move anymore. Even
OBS actually froze!
though...
OBS actually froze! What the fuck? Did we actually... I think you guys broke the stream.
This is the longest clip in the video
Yep,
too.
there's the email.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers got me affiliate and crashed OBS. You motherfuckers.
Only the day's work. Oh, I think that... No.
You motherfuckers are going in the highlight reel at the end of the month. I hope you realize that. Insert the Wii music here.
The chat asked and they received. I put the Wii music myself, by the way. Aye.
Massive app, I can't escape. You can't escape from crossing Michigan.
Crossing in Michigan. Oh man,
Go for
good
broke,
times.
go
Good
ape shit.
times. Go
Whatever
ape
the
shit.
fucking Guilty Gear thing is. Clip me like your French girls? What? Let's go, Frozen stream. Well, the reason it's... Wait, is it actually frozen?
Yeah.
There's just nothing on screen. Let me fix that.
Alright,
I have once again returned from beyond the grave.
Konoha Heroes.
I come bearing news from a future land. It appears to me the intermission music is a bit too loud for my liking. Either that was not quiet enough.
There we go.
We are now back proper.
Great! So that's where I've been stuck this whole time.
Please return your appendages to the steering mechanism, sir.
Huh? Oh, right. Sorry. Oh, and by the way, you can stop calling me sir. The name's Ratchet.
Pleased to make your acquaintance, sir.
You got a name?
My serial number is V54296.
Oops. I'll just call you Clank for short. Hang on.
Roll credits. Like I had the Sonic
need to
Mega
play
collections
this
and all
game.
that,
Looks fun as
and
hell.
it was just a fun. Really, the only if I could go back in time,
Look, plumber's crack.
Plumber's crack.
I said, look, the plumber's
I couldn't talk over that. That was the greatest line delivery ever.
Yep.
But yeah, no. If I can go back in time and change the first Sonic game I ever played, I would tell past me, hey, you should play the first Sonic game, not Labyrinth.
Well, got anything worth a lot of bolts?
That's on the record.
Like, literally, I picked the worst possible one to start out playing.
Ratchet, we could use that.
Like, I don't have the best opinion on, or I don't have the highest opinion on the adventure games. And most people look at me in disbelief for that. You're just like, how could you not like SA1 and 2? It's just, I just grew up not liking them. Like, I played them as a really young kid. Didn't enjoy them. I liked the music. I just couldn't get around to, you know, enjoying it. And then I played Sonic 06, I think, a few years later, and I surprisingly had fun with that one. But then I got to the very end of it, and I couldn't beat it. I was just... I still have not beaten that game. I found that many glitches. That's the funny thing. Like, it was a pretty normal, slightly jank Sonic game for me. It wasn't until I started going around YouTube and I saw all these documentaries and essays like, why Sonic 06 is a bad game, and I was confused. I was like, I thought people liked this one. And one of my friends in elementary school, he just looked at me, laughed, and was like, the only reason people hate this game is because he kisses a human girl. And I genuinely thought that was the only reason. And then just years later, I saw that it wasn't the most polished game ever. And since I grew up liking apparently bad games, I don't know, it's still not my favorite game out there, but I had fun. I still had fun with it.
I could say the exact same words for fucking Shadow the Hedgehog, which is funny. Granted, Shadow is not as broken as So Sick, but still, it's not a bad game. Like, it's not that bad.
I also need to change out the intermission GIFs at some point, or just the GIF wall. I have a few that I want to. I don't know which one I would replace. Probably the Anthony Helmet one. Actually, is that number 6? Yes, it is. Actually, what do I have in place of this one?
Ah.
Oh, that one's funny.
Fucking- Ah.
I forgot I had that one. Alright, but back to the game proper.
Oh.
Greetings, Executive Chairman Drek.
Dispense with the pleasantries, Lieutenant. My sources tell me you're behind schedule. You must prepare this planet to be harvested for our new world.
Yes, sir. As you can see, everything is moving as planned.
I'm counting on you.
Ah,
Your former
that combination of the Tom and Jerry's cream and combo breaker from Killer Instinct. I didn't so shit.
Fucking dumbasses.
Yet another planet.
Oh man. Oh, I need to close this. Oh, good times. Also, holy fuck. Okay, the transitions back then weren't that bad, but I need to work on them nowadays. Like, I have better tools for transitions now with DaVinci, but still. I need, whenever I do those kinds of subtitles again, I need to add the images. Those are the key point on them. Oh. It's so much work. It's so much extra work for it, but it's worth it because it makes it even funny. That's at least my takeaway from this video. Alright. That was the oldest clip compilation I did. And that was not the one with that. This one's still... Yeah, this one's still DaVinci. No, I mean Filmora. This one, no, is this one. Yeah, this one is the one with Sony Vegas. I'm still... Oh, what am I going to find in here? Like, what am I going to find? Let's see. Yep. Is my thing? Oh, it's okay.
Serious I am. No longer.
God damn it.
I sound louder than usual because I turned off the limiter because I was fucking tired of dealing with it shit.
Oh shit, my video's up. Anyways.
Den, I have no idea what that means.
Oof. Oh, that's a book code, don't worry about it.
I have no idea what that means, Den. If that's like code for something, then I don't know. Don't worry about it. No, okay.
Don't worry about it.
It's for a book. Oh.
Yeah, it's for a book,
Oh.
don't worry about it.
Chat is a fucking bookmark, dude. Oh yeah, I want to let you know that we're exactly 9 letters away from reaching the character limit on Twitch title, so that's pretty fun.
Yeah, titles for some of Midori's streams can be really freaking long. I sometimes don't know why. Okay, so I personally, when it comes to both stream and video titles, I try to keep them like short enough. When it comes to videos, I actually don't mind making them a little longer because at the end of the day, I need to include the either the game I'm using for the topic or the main topic. It's a long title in and of itself. But when it comes to streams, since you have the category function for a reason, right? I should stop actually putting the name of the game I'm playing on the title, since it's on the category I'm playing in. There's a reason why I use the category. But there is sometimes when you're just previewing who is doing what on the sidebar of Twitch, that I think it doesn't show the topic of let's check. Let's check real quick. Let's say, for example, what's Evo at the moment? Yeah, it shows on the top outside alongside the name of the channel what they're doing. Repo, Super Metroid, just chatting, stuff like that, right? So having an overly long title, I think, is just not good. But I don't know. When it comes to video editing, I'm more knowledgeable with video editing than I am with streaming. So take what I say with a grain of salt. Also, by the way, when it comes to music selection for those little sections with text, those are entirely provided by Midori. That they do the music selection for those parts.
Also, you know, I gotta say it.
He's on the far back. That's why he has a
Pan flutes, let's go!
pan flutes.
I love pan flutes.
Now, I'm wondering if they actually finished Kirby 64.
Oh, the sound is skipping. Why?
Oh
Ooh.
no.
Bruh.
Eh.
Sword time, yeah!
That is the most gremlin laugh you will ever hear out of me. Fucking love this game, dude. I'm so mad I never actually, like, beat it in full. What?
Ah.
What the fuck is this combo?
It's so
you up to?
weird.
Kirby's looking like, be not afraid.
It's just a Lord Accurate Angel.
Who's the real Eldritch Horror here? Holy shit! Kirby about to fucking eat a man. Kirby's like, I'm cute, I wouldn't hurt a fly. Also Kirby.
Ah.
See me as I am. No longer afraid of anything.
I see no god down here other than me.
Fucking Kirby just holding this pose like, I see no god up here other than me! That probably peaked the hell out of my mic, but you know what? I don't care. It's comedy. Oh,
My
that.
cancer destroyed my tree.
Oh,
Wow, did he got deleted?
bye, King. Oh. Oh. Oh! You're gonna want to get that checked out, my guy.
All right.
Oh. Oh!
Fucking. Oh, these reaction images. I need to use them more often too, god damn it. Oh my god. So appropriate for the moment too. Fucking BDD.
You're gonna want to get that checked out, my guy.
Every time I see DD fight now, I always think about that fucking animation.
Which one?
The
Yes.
one that, oh god, what was it? Something about Kirby 64.
Oh, the terminal montage one. Yeah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't think I remember watching that one.
That one is great,
Yeah,
actually.
we gotta watch it.
What? Oh, that's freaky.
I was looking on the Kirby wiki, and one of the discussions I just see is, what if D2D had Clone High's JFK's voice?
Oh god. Oh god.
No. No! Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. Because you know that's all I'm gonna think about now.
Oh god.
You're welcome.
Fucking.
How can I help you, King DDD? I need a monster to clobber that there Kirby.
God damn it.
Nothing bad ever happens to the DDDs! Ah!
I couldn't make the hat smaller, but if I could, I will absolutely do it just to fit the animation.
That's going in the highlight reel.
That's going in the fucking highlight reel. God damn it. Really, considering we're on a fucking starship. Ah, what the fuck? Oh, I got crushed.
Yep.
Is this
By a
game over?
pixel.
Oh, no, right. I have no lives.
0.
Ah! Shut the fucking mate! Wait a minute! Huh? Was I really that close to the edge?
Yep. Oh god.
Oh, don't tell me I gotta get those fucking shards again. Don't tell me I gotta get them. Oh, it saved them. Okay, that was nice of it, actually. Shut up.
I'm just not seeing the game over screen.
I still think that my favorite fucking terminal montage video is the Mega Man X one.
Oh yeah, the Mega Man X. Something about Mega Man X. It's
like,
so funny.
Take my arm parts. Okay. He just rips it off and
Okay.
he just fucking screams. Okay, Moon, drop
I
a
did
star.
what you told me to.
Huh?
You took my arm parts. Okay.
I already got the shard, but I wanted the little star piece. Just a little light bulb.
A little light bulb with the
Dude,
form of a
this little
bomb.
guy walking. Does this?
Why did you do that? Oh.
Brother. Oh, brother! This guy oh. Oh.
Yeah, some of the games Midori
no.
tried to play at this time of at this time were so janky in the sense that were difficult to actually make work for streaming. It was not even funny. But I guess it is what it is, right? When you have a limit, you just need to work around it.
I'm just making the realization that I might be bad at Kirby 64.
I might be bad at Kirby 64. Don't worry about it. Kirby 64 is also kind of a bitch.
And it took you nearly 2 hours to figure that out.
So. Oh god, this boss fight. The polygons. Oh.
Oh, now they're launching projectiles. Fuck, man. Oh, now my foot's asleep.
Oh no.
Oh, no!
That. You could say this was the perfect storm of bullshit. Fucking Virgil in the background. This was Midori's idea.
Hey,
too.
cue ball. You reading the funny papers? How's this issue of Garfield? Is it any good? Mondays, am I right? Even though today's Tuesday? Okay.
Like classic fucking Garfield pattern.
Oh no! Jump away! Oh no!
Right,
Oh,
that's fine.
oh no! 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 Get fucked!
That was a difficult boss fight, huh?
That was the most primal get fucked I've ever yelled.
Yep.
It wasn't like a get fucked of, like, it wasn't a yell of frustration. It was more so just a yell of, I fucking did it. Like, yeah, I peaked the waveform, but you know what? I'll take it.
Oh, right. There were more. There were more clips that were supposed to be included, but Midori was having issues with Twitch not allowing them to clip. it was a whole thing that I honestly don't want to bother about. Plus, Twitch will end up fucking them over even harder later on life because they just deleted everything, like every single VOD, every single highlight, and I think also the clips that these old videos were made out of. All of that was just gone. All of that was just gone, and I feel so bad, dude. Because some of the moments this dude had, without the editing, it's funny. It's really good content, but I guess it is what it is. Also, for context, Midori at the time, around October, right? They were doing a playthrough, like from start to finish, non-stop streaming of Luigi's Mansion. And I think it was 100% completion Luigi's Mansion 2, because they were also going for the boost. But shorting that stream out for Best of October, because in October they also played a lot of other games, trying to short all of that into one video was impossible. Like, having the Best of October clips plus the Luigi's Mansion video, it will end up going for more than an hour. If you look at this, the Luigi's Mansion, this is not a VOD, by the way. This is not a 1 hour VOD. This is a fucking actual highlight reel of just the Luigi's Mansion stream. It was insane how many clips and moments this one stream had that we actually had to separate everything. Oh my god, it's an ad break. Yeah, I just noticed that. It's an ad break on Twitch, so I'm gonna stop there. I'm gonna stop the thought there, just for a bit. Ah, my neck. Alright, let's see. Okay, so continuing my train of thought. This particular video right here, we had to separate the Luigi's Mansion stream from it because the amount of moments this one stream had were more than enough to guarantee its own video. And to be honest, it would have been even funnier if we made 2 more, because 1 hour for compilation of just Luigi's Mansion was freaking insane. Yeah. They ended up doing a lot of other things in 2022, outside in October of 2022, in particular. But yeah. And I think that's it for Midori for now. I want to react to the Megabytes because most likely we are going to have another one coming up. I don't know exactly when, because that depends on Midori. But it's always fun editing these. It's always cool. Also, if you see me here in the thumbnail, this is a good old time ago when I started my talk show. Good times. Anyway, let's move to more recent stuff. So we have 2 videos from Poseidon I wanted to react today. And these are the close to the most recent ones. The most recent ones are these 3 over here, which I'm not going to be reacted on till next week. I want to give them a week or so to be out so people can just watch it. And yeah, damn it, I forgot to include the links of what I was watching just now. Oh well. I'll include them on the description, don't worry about it. Or just for, you know what? Before I'm continuing, I'm going to just grab them real quick. Which ones did I do? It was April? Or it was May? It was May. Okay, Best of May is the one I just reacted to. I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna open a notepad. it was this one. And best of... No, it wasn't this one. It was best of December. Man, Sony Vegas Pro was kind of a tough program to work with. No. Sigh. Okay. Continuing on. Let's react to, like, which one is the release order of this? So it was Tinkaton, card pack opening, then the band cards. So the band cards, it's a funny video, in the sense that I played around with the music more on this one than I probably should have. Alright, let's go.
Hello! Oh my god, I can't believe this. I'm collabing with my favorite Pokemon TCG person ever, Gazer Beam 2K! Gazer, would you like to introduce yourself to my wonderful chat?
I guess I could do that. I'm Gazerine 2K. I feel like we've collabed before, haven't we?
Yeah, you
This
we
dude is
filmed
great,
a
by
YouTube
the
video
way.
together.
Yeah, that was fun times. I learned a lot. I learned about some One Piece cards, and I learned that the card game, specifically doesn't really care about black decks, and I'm like, this.
It's so funny. The ban list for One Piece came out and is gonna be effective in a few days. So all the really strong black decks are not really good anymore. Okay, it's not like that, bro.
Try to keep the black decks down, man. Try to keep them down.
So
I heard there's not a rotation, but like a band that's coming up. And I heard a lot of people were upset about it, and I'm like, first time? We do this in Pokemon once a year.
Oh, that's what I was saying. A lot of people were like, I'm gonna quit the game once the ban list came out, and I'm like, you're weak. We've been having to deal with this with Pokemon for a long time already.
It's exactly.
But I'm excited today because we're gonna be going over all of the banned cards in Pokemon TCG history.
Oh, that was an entire... just one layer of text with a lot of just frames to actually make them appear one by one. It was literally just one frame, one after the other. Like, let me see if I can catch it. Because I'm currently right now going frame by frame with this. And boom. Yeah, it's just one frame.
History. We haven't had any recent bans, I think.
The most recent band card was Duskull, right?
The fact that I went and looked up for this card, even though... So for this particular video, Poseidon handed me a folder with all the cards used for the stream itself. And at the time when I started the video, because when I started editing the video, I didn't watch the VOD previously. Like, I didn't watch it. I was just editing as I was going, because I knew that in these kinds of videos, you want to include everything that it's talked about, more or less. Like, you want to avoid repetition when it comes to the topic, or some topics is better to just move on faster than others and stuff like that. Kind of the reason why the Smash or Pass video is like a 1 hour video, it's because of that. But I also wanted to be funny with it. Anyway, when it comes to this one, I prioritize basically getting to the point of why this particular card was banned, and that's that, by moving on. But I also had to include some cards that are not in the list, and I wish I knew Duskull was already on the list, because I actually had to re-download Duskull for this particular moment right here, because Duskull is way later on the video. It's kind of frustrating knowing way later that the thing you just put at the beginning of it, you basically just re-download the thing. It's anyway, moving on.
Duskull. Oh, you're right. Yeah, that did get banned recently.
And I'm so much of a dumbass that I didn't notice that they actually just said, yeah, it was banned recently, and they are actually tackling banned cards. It's just, I'm such a dumbass. Oh,
well,
God.
why don't we get this tier list started? So we're gonna have an S, A, B, C, and D tier. Let's see. We have a few ways we can rate this. Whether or not it like deserve to be banned, or like S can be like the most broken card, and then like D being like not as broken. How do you want to do this?
S could be the most broken. D could be not as broken.
Okay.
Now we're talking about like just broken in a vacuum, or just broken in like the meta that it's played in, or what are we talking about here?
We
Just
can
in
do
general?
it in the meta that it's been played in.
Okay,
I
that's
will.
gonna
Also, don't take this into account because at the end of the day, they ended up using all of what Gazer just said. Like they were comparing it mostly on the meta and on the outside of it, like a little bit. Like they were saying, in the meta they were in, yeah, this was broken, or yeah, this was very useful but not as broken. But outside of it, on the next couple of metas, yeah, this card will see a lot of more play, or it will be very dangerous to have, or stuff like that. Like they were looking at the past and a little bit into the present with that card in it. It's just
Admit
it's just
though,
like that.
some of these cards I was not playing around that time, so
That's
I
at
can
least
tell you
how I
about it.
understand
yeah, you
it.
could tell me all
Yeah, I
about
can tell you
them.
about it. Now, just so off topic, A, B, C, D. Those are letters. That's how the alphabet goes, right? A, B, C, D. Why is S like at the top? Like S near the bottom of the alphabet. How does this work?
That's a really good question.
Yeah, that's a
I don't know
good
why
question.
S is,
How
so high.
how does that work? Like I don't get it either. I just go with it. I just roll with the flow, you know.
But everybody, when they say S tier, it's like the best tier. You
The
know?
next time I do a tier list video, I have to just put it to 1 to 5. Like 1 star, 5 stars. That's it.
What does S stand for? Super, supreme,
Supreme.
succulent,
Jesus
I
Christ,
don't know
no.
about succulent, Gazer. All right.
Sidon? It stands
Relax.
for Sidon. Sidon tier.
Okay, you want okay. Sidon here. I'll
All right.
So the
Sidon
first
tier. All right, I'm down.
card we have is the Archeops card. So this card says each player can't play any Pokemon from his or her hand to evolve, like, at all. So this is a very anti-evolution card. I do
Okay, so
vaguely remember this card. I believe this was released in the X and Y era, and this was just really annoying for decks that weren't basics, which I think at the time most of them were evolutions.
If I recall, I think it was black and white. I think it was black and white, but it wasn't even that broken at the time because the way fossils worked back then, you had to play the fossil item card. You look at the bottom 7 cards of your deck, I think, and you put the stage 1 onto your bench. You had to get lucky and hope it's on the bottom 7 cards of your deck, and then you put it down. So it was hard to get them out. So I don't think it was that great back then. But then when I think Maxie's hidden ball trick, when that
there's a lot of music in this video. Like a lot. Like at the beginning, it was one of the themes I use for my regular playlist, which I think it's Get Your Game On from an old Yu-Gi-Oh! Tag Force game. Tag Force Evolution, I think it was. For our Archeops right now, I think it was Cavanella's theme from Ghost Trick. It's specifically the re-release they did for modern platforms, which is more or less just a remake of the game. It's straight up the same game with updated graphics and a brand new soundtrack, which it just remakes the entirety of the old one, which is absolutely fantastic, by the way. Ghost Trick was an amazing game. I'm glad that I've played it off stream, although if I played it on stream, that would have been way better. But still, it's a really good story-heavy game that I absolutely recommend for you to play if you have the time outside of stream. So good. Music, it's great. The graphics and character design, it's so charming. It's so good.
That supporter came out, what Maxie did was if you had no cards in hand, you could play it, draw 5 cards, but also put a fighting Pokemon, either from your deck or discard pile, onto your bench.
Where do you think this goes? Because I'm thinking maybe A. I don't think it's like super duper broken where it needs to be in the Sidon tier, but where do you think it goes?
I think B or A is fine, A or B, because it was really good for, in expanded when you had Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick, but not every deck evolved. It's just decks that wanted to evolve just could not evolve. So that's the, it's just, it shut off maybe 50% of decks, half the decks, maybe a little bit less, you know, and the other decks were like, that's fine, I'm basic, I don't care. So
if that's the case, I think B. Okay,
it can be in B.
It can be in B. We can always change this later. All right, the next card we have is Sableye. For 1 energy, it does Confuse Ray, 10 damage, flip a coin. If it's heads, confuse.
Training stage,
but it does have a
Street Fighter
second
6.
attack called.
So why was I thinking when I chose training stage from Street Fighter 6? Maybe it's because it sounds like a weird, like a, I don't know. It just sounds weird enough that I think it fits a ghost type Pokemon like Sableye. I don't know.
Junk Hunt, which lets you take
Maybe
2 item cards from your discard pile and put it in your hand.
By the time I started playing, I was just, mainly online. Sableye was kind of fading away, but it was still an issue from what I remember.
Yes.
Junk Hunt was the main thing, because you would just go get your crushing hammers and your Pokemon catchers and just, your really annoying items and stuff like that. And you would just keep recycling them, and the opponent would be helpless to do things sometimes.
It's nasty. I honestly think that's worse than Archeops. What do you think? I think it needs to go in A tier. But
Yeah, you put that in A tier.
I think this deserves to be an A tier, because 2 items for 1 energy is kind of wild. And I feel like at the time, like you were saying, there were just so many item cards that were broken. All right, next card we have Getsis. It is a supporter card. Your opponent reveals his or her hand and shuffles all item cards found there into their deck. Then draw the number of cards equal to the number of items your opponent shuffled into their deck. So if you had a whole hand of items, you can say goodbye to that.
It seems like Pokemon doesn't like cards.
Right. For some of the cards here are either trainer, gym leader, or bosses. So I've used their original themes, or in the case of some of them, their remake version of the theme they have. So yeah, when it comes to Getsis, and I think later on I put Guzma's theme for the Delinquent. Yeah, it's not the best. It's not the best idea I had, because I particularly don't like, at the very least, the beginning of Getsy's theme.
That doesn't let the opponent play the game, and a lot of times, at the time, you can support a turn 1. So if you get a Gexus off turn 1, and your opponent lost their Ultra Balls, they lost their Nest Ball back then. I think they lost their Nest Balls, Ultra Balls. It was definitely a really broken card.
I can only imagine what it would be like in the current meta right now. Yeah, it looked like during this time it was very anti-item. Everything was just revolved around items, and I guess you can argue now it's still revolved around items, which is why I think they printed Badoo. This is nasty. So
where do we put Getsis? What do you think?
I'm thinking, gosh, B? Where do you think it should go?
I think it's A.
You think it's A?
For the time it was played, it was really good. But I'm also thinking in a vacuum. If I just reading that card face value, looking at that card in the meta we have in there, or just any meta, you slap it in any meta, it's kind of like really good.
Yeah. Actually, now that you're saying that, maybe I think it does go in A. Disgusting. I don't want anything printed like that ever again, Pokemon. You hear me? I don't.
Hold on, I forgot to actually save this one for the list of videos we're watching. Also, what the hell? Oh, I think I have a raid target. Cool. Okay, cool. Perfect. All right.
I don't want to see anything like that printed in the future. All right, we're going to move on to the next card. So this is Oranguru from the Sun and Moon era. So the one thing you need to keep in mind is that the first attack. So put 3 cards.
Bro got spooked to hell and back. Oh my god. This is the first time I've seen someone react like that to just seeing Oranguru. Like, or just a monkey in general. This is the first time someone is deadly, like, cold sweating for just seeing a monkey. It's just so funny. Oh, man. Research management Oranguru. Put 3 cards from your discard pile on the bottom of your deck, and in any order. So if you have a card that can fetch cards from the bottom of your deck, and you discard cards that you want to put in there, yeah, no. Just by logic itself, that sounds broken as fuck, but let's see what they say.
From your discard pile onto the bottom of your deck in any order. Resource management. I am very familiar with this card. No? You don't like it?
That thing was...
What?
That thing was bad. It was evil. That thing was evil.
Evil because it was
so
good
evil.
or bad?
It was so evil. All your opponent would do is lock something into active, resource management, and every turn use airmail, which was on a Pidgeot.
Yes.
You know, draw 2 cards, put 1 on the bottom, and it would dig until they found, was it Beelzebub and Bryson Man or whatever it was?
Oh,
It was
the tag team supporter.
yeah, the tag team card. And oh my gosh, the nightmares I had. And that card was evil. Resource Manager Rangaroo was evil.
Yeah, I agree. I have a lot of trauma with this card because I played a lot during this meta. So I honestly, it could be just because I'm very, very biased. But I think this is an S.
Also, the theme for the Rangaroo, if I remember correctly, I think it's called Are You Kidding Me from Yakuza 0.
I think this was disgusting.
Hated that. It was Beelzebub and Bryson Man that did it for me. Just every turn after turn after turn. Oh my gosh. Discard 3 cards. Discard 3 cards. Discard 3 cards.
Era was a very, very interesting era. Speaking of interesting card, we have Flabebe with the ability, if you go second, this Pokemon can evolve.
You know what's funny? When it comes to Marvel Snap, so far, after I think almost a year or so of playing the game, no thing that they had for the main menu has managed to actually caught my attention as much as Hellfire Gala did. Hellfire Gala, as a season in and of itself of Marvel Snap, wasn't too much of a big deal, because to be completely honest with you, Chief, Sebastian Shaw wasn't so much of a broken card. I think that title goes to other cards that came up with Sebastian, but the theme for Hellfire Gala was so fucking good. It was so good. Like, you wanted refinement and finesse sounding theme, yeah, you got that. And when it comes to Flabebe, coming from Paris, I think this theme fits Flabebe. not Flabebe the Pokemon itself, but mostly as the Pokemon that it's on the region that is.
During your first turn.
So yeah, it's
I
Hellfire Gala
personally
from
haven't
Marvel
had very many experiences with this card. I don't think anybody locally really used this. So I just want to hear your thoughts on it.
Yeah, so the fact that it could evolve right away, there's a couple Florguses. Florguses?
I don't know.
Florgusai? There's a couple Florgusai that it went with. One of them I'm looking at right now had flower picking. When you place Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may choose 2 random cards from your opponent's hand. Your opponent reveals those cards and shuffles them into their deck.
Oh, that's right, flower picking.
Yeah, so imagine you have your Floette out. Not Floette. What's the middle one, right?
Flabebe.
Flabebe.
No, Floette.
Yeah, imagine you have your Flabebe. Floette, I think, lets you choose 1, and then you just go to Florgus and lets you choose 2. Or just go Floette, Rare Candy, Florgus, choose 2. And it just your opponent could have no hand to start the game. And there was another one, if I could find that one too. Here, this Wondrous Gift. Once during your turn, you may flip a coin. If heads, put an item card from your discard pile on top of your deck.
I mean, if you're evolving going second, right, that gives you the option to attack. Yeah, that's disgusting. I think that's an A.
That's A tier.
I think that's A. I don't think it really matters what order. We're going to put it in A. But my one of my favorite cards is up next. And you might disagree with me on this one. So this one is
Lysander's theme on Pokemon X and Y sucks major ass, dude.
Sanders trump card. Each player shuffles all of their discard pile back into their deck. Both players. See,
I think this is the only card that got like a ban like right away, didn't it? Didn't it get a ban like during rotation? Yeah.
It didn't last very long.
But you have experience with this card?
I love this card.
Why?
It's funny.
You're the villain.
I am a villain. This card is
funny.
Just being able to shuffle everything back. It's just like resetting the game. I don't want it printed again, but it was fun when
I
it was
played
around.
against it. I played a couple decks that used it, and I was actually okay. Like, I didn't get like bullied and bodied, but some decks just could not handle it. So this card was printed for Night March. Night March could attack for, I think it did 20 damage for every Pokemon that had Night March in your discard pile. So you could swing for like 200 damage about, you know, somewhere around there.
Which at the time was a lot.
Because a lot of basics only had 160 HP.
I don't think this was like the...
I mean, 160 HP. It's still, as far as I've noticed, pretty much a lot of damage nowadays too, isn't it? Or the Pokemons to have, what, 400 base health now?
Most broken card ever. If anything, it was just annoying.
Sigh.
Yes.
It got banned during its rotation, before its rotation.
I'm biased because I like this card, maybe. I think it's either A or S. What do you think?
Sigh.
Yes!
Sigh.
Yes!
It got banned before rotation.
Playing around with the Sims is funny.
So you're saying S?
It's S. It's Poseidon tier for sure.
Okay.
Bro, that card was still, like, fresh off the presses and it got banned. Of course it's an S tier.
Okay, fine. Okay, I will let it go into S. Oh boy. Up next, we have two of the unknown cards, but we'll do this one first.
Unknown.
First unknown is the damage unknown. So it has an ability called damage. Once during your turn, before you attack, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, and if there are 66 or more damage counters on your benched Pokemon, you may use this ability. If you do, you win the game.
This card was played because of the attack Hidden Power. For one psychic energy, it did 10 damage.
Yes.
Yeah, and that was like, Pokemon deemed that like too powerful at the time. So they banned it just because of that attack right there. That was the main reason.
I believe it does combo with the next unknown.
No, it was damage. It was damage. I'm joking. There's a combo unknown damage where you would set up your board. It would take
Also, Midnight Mountain from Spyro 3. Basically fourth? Okay, so it's beginning world, then the city, the citadel, then the castle. So it's the fourth world. Yeah, it's the fourth world. Or workroom? No, it's just I don't know how to call it. Hub world. Let's just call it a hub world. Fourth hub world of Spyro 3. Yeah. Midnight Mountain. I love that. I love the theme of that one. That one in particular is my favorite.
Be 4 turns to get set, 5 turns, and you're sitting behind wall Pokemon. Like I think Suicune was a wall, and things that couldn't be hit by EXs and Vs, or not Vs, EXs and GXs or whatever at the time, and just sitting behind those while you're wasting time solving. And then you get to a point like maybe turn 5 where you just win the game. Your opponent couldn't do anything because you would have a Sneasel that had an ability called Rip Away, which is often as you like take a tool off one of your Pokemon, and there was a Klefki that could attach as a tool. Yeah, you could just attach it as a tool to one of your Pokemon. You didn't do it for the effect. You just wanted to attach a tool because there was a stadium in play that every time a tool is attached to a Pokemon, that Pokemon takes 2 damage. Now, maybe I got the combo wrong, but all I remember is I fell prey to this and expanded many times.
I don't play expanded. I'm not strong enough for expanded.
Unknown damage isn't that broken because it only took off in expanded. It's like in its meta, it was not played at all. People try to make it work, try to make a funny deck, and it just didn't work. I think in a vacuum it's not great. In the meta it's in, it wasn't great. In expanded, it really took off. So I think it's maybe C tier.
I honestly agree because if we're basing this tier list off of like the meta that it was in, yeah, this card saw very little play. Yeah, I think C's fair. If you think C, well, I'll put it in C.
Yeah, you get it.
Speaking of unknown, we have another one. It has an ability called Hand. Once during your turn, if this Pokemon is your active Pokemon, if you have 35 or more cards in your hand, you win the game.
But yeah, the reason Hand got banned because in expanded you had a way to draw 100 cards.
Yeah.
And you had Pokemon that would let it where your opponent couldn't shuffle your hand, couldn't do anything to your hand. You just sit there and just draw. And same thing, you just sit behind a safeguard Pokemon, or something that they couldn't hit into. But this deck was fragile because it took a while to get going. Your opponent's on like 1 or 2 prize cards left, and it's like you're racing to get there. So that one's kind of tough. I don't know. What do you think about this one?
In the meta that it's in, I think it falls within the same tier of the damage unknown. So I think it's C, but what do you think?
C is fine. C is fine.
The next card we have is Mismagius from the Sun and Moon era. Its ability is called a Mysterious Message. Once during this...
The theme for Mismagius is, if I remember correctly, a ray of light from Ghost Trick 2. But, if I remember correctly, this theme plays when you're just witnessing stuff as a ghost in Ghost Trick. So, yeah, that's that.
Turn. During your turn, you may draw cards until you have 7 in your hand. If you drew any cards in this
I guess it's fitting.
This Pokemon is knocked out.
What are your thoughts? Did you see this in action?
I did. I did not like it. Because card draw, I mean, in any card game is super powerful. Yes. So I don't think it was like disgusting, but it was just really annoying to play against. I think it stays in B, but like, what do you think?
This card was comboed with like 3 other cards. This card and like 3 other cards got banned at the same time because somebody found a combo for it and it was just too good. I think it was this card, I think it was Lieutenant Surge's strategy, and I think it was Research.
Okay, because we have those 2 coming up.
Mismagius, you could evolve it your first turn using the Dust Stone. You play Dust Stone, it's an item. Evolve your Mischievous.
I forgot to put that one on. Damn it. I forgot to put this Dusk or Dust. No, it was Dusk. Dusk Stone, which is, I think, the way to evolve. It was the way to evolve Dark type or Ghost type Pokemon. I don't remember. But there is a card for the evolution stones.
Mismagius.
I'm guessing it's Dusk for Dark in this game, since there is, I think, no. Wait, no, there is a Ghost type. Is it? Or is it just Dark type now? Because if I remember correctly, Pokemon TCG changed the typing of Pokemons to just fit into less types. Like, there is not as many types in Pokemon TCG as there is in regular Pokemon. Anyway, that continue.
Cool. You would use Mysterious Message, knock yourself out, draw a card. Who cares if I draw a card? Let me draw one. I knocked myself out. You would knock yourself out, do that 4 different times. You would play the Lieutenant Surge strategy. And then so they only have 2 power spells left. Then you unfair stamp them. Then you play Lieutenant Surge strategy, and you would like play something like Delinquent, where they have to discard their hand, or something where they have no hand. And then you say, okay, buddy, it's your turn. And then they sit there and say, I guess I'm living off a top deck. And they use Chip Ice Axe to put something bad on top of their deck. And they'll say, okay, I'm going to draw for turn. And they would draw like energy. And they're like, sick. I have 1 energy, pass.
Resource management and all back.
Yeah, this card was really good. Just because it had Dust Stone, because the Dust Stone made it evolve right away.
Okay. I think that's an S then.
Jesus. It might be S.
Yeah, never mind. I've only played against it a few times, so I honestly don't recall it like playing too much, like it being that broken. But now you're saying it out loud, and I'm like, never mind.
Yeah, it was good.
Oh, good old Pokemon days. Speaking of Chip Ice Axe, it is up next. So this card, like you said, looks at the top 3 cards of your opponent's decks. Choose one of them. Your opponent shuffles the other cards back into the deck, and then the card that you chose goes onto the top. So you are manipulating their top card.
Thoughts?
That's A. I think it's A.
There's no items that let you like mess with your opponent's top deck anymore.
No.
There's abilities, there's attacks, I think, but as for an item, just you can play as many items as you want to. I could play this 4 times I wanted to. I don't know why I would, because I mess up that top deck every time. Yeah. But I could play this whenever I felt like it. It's not a supporter. No, that's really good. And the fact that it was comboed with like multiple other cards to try to hand lock your opponent. It was comboed with Island Challenge Amulet to bring your opponent down, hand size down to nothing, and then make it where like they dead draw. It was comboed with the Mischievous. It was just you make your opponent just dead draw. It was comboed with Delinquent. It was comboed with Beelzebub and Bryson Man. It was a good combo card. It's a piece of another piece. But in a vacuum by itself, it's still solid because there's no other items that let you, manipulate the top card of your opponent's deck anymore. So I think based off of that itself, it's probably A.
Yeah, there isn't very many things in the meta, at least right now, as of 2025 March, that lets you manipulate the top card of your opponent's deck. So just being able to do that at basically for free.
I should have added when she was mentioning March of 2025, I should have checked the date this was streamed. Because, I don't know if you noticed, but these videos go out way after, some even a month after, the VOD has been done. So that's that.
It's an item card. You
So
don't
I
get
need to add
your
those.
turn doesn't
If
end. It
the
doesn't
date
say
is
like, oh, you
mentioned.
can't play items for this
Like
turn.
it
No,
happened
this
with
is
the pack opening. The pack opening happened way before the actual video came out, but that video came out first because it's a pack opening for at the time a recent set of cards that was out. So that's that. So when it comes to mentioning the dates, I actually need to check out before. Just check out if the date of the stream is mentioned and grab that.
This was just a regular card. All right. This is the next card. Lieutenant Surge's
Oh.
strategy. I don't know who thought.
Oh, fuck. My favorite gym leader theme. The Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green one.
This card was a good idea. But this card says you can play this card only if you have more prize cards remaining than your opponent. So basically, if you're behind.
Lieutenant
During
Surge's
this
and
turn,
his trash
you can
cans.
play 3
Although
supporter
this
cards,
card was
including
anything
this
but
one.
trash. Oh.
I have no idea who thought this was a good idea, but somebody did. And this immediately saw play after it got printed. How do I know this? I was a victim to this card. I think this is S, because supporter cards are already so strong. I mean, there's a reason why at the bottom it says you can only play 1 per turn. So at the just being behind by 1 prize card lets you play 3. To me, that's just bonkers. Disgusting.
Yeah, you use Surge to play Rocket's Handiwork, flip 2 coins. If for each head, discard 2 cards from your opponent's hand. Or you use Delinquent, discard a saving play, your opponent has to discard 3 cards from hand. And you play 2 Delinquents. Or you would play Team Flare Grunt, discard energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. So you get to play 2 Team Flare. It's just, it was, the disruption in this was crazy. Yeah, it's an S tier card. It's Silent tier.
Agree. This is disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, another card that went very, very, very well with it is our item card from the Sun and Moon era reset stamp. So your opponent
Courtroom theme from Phoenix Wright. I think it was the first game.
shuffles their hand into their deck, draws a card for each of their remaining prize cards. This was an item card. This was not a supporter card. This was something you could play multiple times during a turn. Given you probably wouldn't be doing that, but the fact that it was an item and it's easily like searchable off of other things made this card pretty disgusting.
Yeah.
I played a couple. I think everyone who played during the Sun played this card. Everyone just had a couple in their deck. It's just what we had. The Sun and Moon era, that tag team era, I think they really wanted to like emphasize like comeback cards. You know, you're never out of a game. You always come back. So that's why you had Reset Stamp. That's why you had Surge's Strategy. That's why you had Counter Capture. Yeah, those kind of cards. You know, Reset Stamp and Surge's Strategy, like immediately after they rotated, they got banned. They didn't even get a chance to go to expanded.
No.
Reset Stamp is S tier. It's side tier. It is
I agree.
The amount of times those 2 cards, Reset Stamp and Lieutenant Surge, were mentioned in this video. In this video alone, it's insane. Those 2 have to be the most broken ones, because if they combine so well with so many of these other cards, even the situational ones, I think, even with Archeops, yeah, no, those 2 are the most broken pieces of cardboard ever printed. Holy shit. Oh my god. But yeah, in this video alone it gets mentioned. In the VOD, I'm pretty sure it's even worse, because they go on and on in some of the rants about some of the specifics of some of the decks where these cards were included. But yeah, I ended up cutting a lot more fluff than this video already has. It has almost no fluff, like at all.
Because there was no drawback to you either, because now we have Iono, both players shuffle. This one is only your opponent, so you're not affected by this at all. Yeah. So I think it also...
Where both parents, unfair stamp, both players still have to shuffle, and so if they took a knockout, and they still get 2 cards. I've been reset stamp before to 1 prize, to 1 card, and I lost the game from being up 6 prizes to 1 before.
The next card we have is Duskull. Probably, I believe this is the most recent addition to the ban list. This was banned last year, so very, very recent. So, ability says, once during your turn, you may discard 3 cards from your hand.
What is this?
If you do, search your deck for a card that evolves from this Pokemon and put it on this Pokemon to evolve it. So you can go straight from...
What did I use for Duskull? It sounds so familiar. Hold on. I actually need to check it out. Give me a sec also. I put this here. Hold on. I can actually check it. Where is it? Video resources. Background music. Oh, it was On It. Okay, that's from Earthbound. That's Earthbound. Okay.
From Duskull to Dusclops at the cost of 3 cards from your hand. So the reason why this was banned was because of the new Dusclops card from Shadow Fable, which lets you place 5 damage counters on any Pokemon on your opponent's field at the cost of knocking itself out. So Duskull being able to just go straight into that was the reason why it was banned. So what are your thoughts?
This one's tricky.
It is
because
tricky.
I see what they're afraid of. When it came out, there was always talks of it being banned, and maybe got a little run and expanded, and it was problematic because once again you didn't there's a way you can let your opponent play the game. If you evolve, let's say 3 Duskull, so that's 9 cards you have to discard, but you're playing in expanded, you're playing Crobat V, you're playing the NAGX, you're playing Shaman, you're just drawing cards. So you can evolve 3 Duskull, pop all of them, your opponent goes in 3 prizes, and then you hit them with the N. But you hit them with N or Iono, something like that, and they start the game off, or they take their second turn with 3 cards in hand. It's all play, but it wasn't gonna be broken until this Dusclops came out.
Yeah.
And I think it's a rightful ban, but I don't think it's like a broken ban. What do you think? Think it's...
I think honestly C or D. I think it's D, because if we're talking again like the meta that it was in,
I don't know, but by the explanation they are giving here, that sounds... Sorry, I'm answering a message. Alright, message answered. Okay. So, what they are telling me, they are telling me here, right? This is just as a point of, why was Duskull banned in the first place? When the problem seemed to be Dusclops? It's just so Dusclops doesn't have a way to play into it?
This card...
Although, I might have skipped an important part of the explanation, like the ability of the Duskull itself, which only works as the evolved version? I don't know.
did not see very much play. If our criteria is that, I think this is D.
You can go D for Duskull. That's
D
fine.
for Duskull. Exactly. Well, the next card we have is the Island Challenge Amulet from Sun and Moon era. So it is a tool card. So this Pokemon
yes.
GX or EX.
Twilight Harbor from Dragon Ball Z Infinite World, which, by the way, it's one of the hardest 2D Dragon Ball Z games there is. Well, it's not 2D. One of the hardest PS2 era Dragon Ball Z games there is. It's unfairly difficult how bullshit that game is. It's so unfair. I need to show it up on stream one of these days. Most likely next couple of streams. I'll see what I can do. But yeah, that's the thing we're using for Island Challenge Amulet because it's fitting. It's for a vacation island.
This card is attached to gets minus 100 HP.
Oh,
when it is knocked out by
the strategy Geyser explained on this one, I remember. It's so funny.
Damage from an opponent's attack, that player takes one fewer prize card. So opposite of Luxurious Cape that boosts it by 100, but also makes you take an extra prize. Yeah. So this is the total opposite.
Do you know why it was banned?
I actually don't. Let me know what is a crazy combo with this card.
Look up Jirachi EX.
When I looked up for the card and I saw that 90 over there, and I just thought, man, you're literally just killing this poor little guy with an amulet. Like, you're just putting that thing on it, and the thing is just dead. just that action, it's funny to me. I don't even know what killing Jirachi does.
When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may search your deck for a supporter card, reveal it, and put it in your hand. Shuffle your deck afterwards.
That's a really good ability, isn't it? Really good ability.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, it's the EX Pokemon, so EX Pokemon worth how many prizes?
2.
Okay, look at its HP.
90.
Island Challenge Amulet. You would knock yourself out.
Take
Your
one
opponent
prize.
takes 2 prizes. No, they take 2.
They take 2?
Read the amulet again.
When it is knocked out by damage.
It wasn't knocked out by damage. It just got 100 less HP. It just died. They took 2. Then you put out another Jirachi. And look, now your opponent's behind on prizes. What do you think you played now? You're behind on prizes. What do you think you played now?
Lieutenant Cert.
And then you would put out another Jirachi, and you go get a supporter, and then you put on another amulet, and what happens to that Jirachi?
Dies.
And now your opponent has 2 prizes left. And what do you think you played then?
Reset stamp. Meanwhile, you're just putting supporters in your hand.
So yeah, based off of that, I didn't see that combo when it first came out. And when it got banned, like, why are they banning this? And now, I had to experience it. Because they announced the bans and they said, hey, this card will be banned in 3 weeks. I'm like, why are they banning this? I couldn't figure it out. And I play on the ladder and expand it a couple times. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is why. It was pretty gross.
People were just killing Jirachi, giving their opponents just the prizes necessary, and then just resetting their shit off so they cannot play the game. That was so nasty, bro. Yu-Gi-Oh levels of nasty. Oh my god.
Jesus Christ. Was there other usages outside of Jirachi EX?
No, it was the only EX that had 90 HP. It would just knock himself out. And they had to reword cards moving forward.
Yeah.
But no, Island Challenge Amulet is another combo card. It's on a vacuum on its own. Did not see a lot of play. But when you combo that with Jirachi, when you combo that with Surge's Strategy, Reset Stem, all the other stuff, it was crazy. So that's like a B or C card? What do you think?
I think B. I think B is a really appropriate space for it. Oh, lordy. This next card...
I love this card. This card I love.
I hate this card. We have Marshadow from Sun and Moon. Its ability is called Let Loose.
Let Loose.
When you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench during your turn, you may have each player shuffle their hand into their deck and draw 4 cards. So
it's, I think, Glyphic Canyon from Shadow the Hedgehog.
Theoretically, if you went first and you played this card down, your opponent would shuffle their hand into their deck, draw 4, and then start their first turn with 4 or 5 cards.
Yeah. They start with 3 less cards.
Yes.
But it got even more complex than that. Back then, I believe you could play supporters on your first turn.
Yes, Lily.
You like Lily, huh?
I played quite a bit of her. I was a Gardevoir GX and Zoroark player back then.
No, so you would let loose, and your opponent would go down to 4 cards, and then hopefully you find your delinquent, or hopefully you find some other combo pieces, and you can delinquent off. And delinquent said discard a stadium in play. Your opponent has to discard 3 cards from their hand, and they'll go down to 1 card, and then you could do like Chip Ice Axe and put something on top of their deck that is just useless.
Yeah.
And you tell them go. And if that 1 card they kept was not like game breaking, they just sat there and said, all right, your turn. And they couldn't play the game. Pokemon hates when your opponent can't play the game.
I'm noticing a trend in this era, right?
Yeah, I know.
There's just
it's just
so
Yu-Gi-Oh
many
era.
just denying your opponent just a way to play the game. Disgusting. I think this is S. But what do you think?
Because in the meta it was played. In the expanded, it was played, and in a vacuum, if you just dropped in any type of meta right now, it's getting played.
Oh, 100%. A lot more Sun and Moon coming up. We have Jesse and James. So each player discards 2 cards from their hand. Your opponent discards...
Team Rocket from Fire Red and Leaf Green. I absolutely adore their theme in those 2 remakes. I love it.
First. So just another hand clearing supporter card.
You bring your opponents down with the Miss Magius or with the Jirachi.
Yeah.
You just bring your opponents down, hand card, size down to 2. You get them down to 2 prizes. You reset stamp them, and you Jesse James them. Yeah, this card was played, but it wasn't just like, oh my gosh, this card is broken. It didn't go in every deck. It went specifically control decks that had to match. Had to prepare for it in a certain way. Prepare for trouble, if you will.
I know what he did.
But I feel like you can also argue it's S.
I can't say it's S. It's A. I
can't say it's S either. All right, the next card we have is Scoop Up Net. Put one of your Pokemon that isn't a Pokemon V or GX into your hand.
Wait, why did I put Hades music here?
It's the wording. It's the wording right there. Listen to that wording.
Yeah.
That isn't a Pokemon V or GX. We just got done talking about how EXs are 2 different types. You have big EX, you have little EX. Neither one of those are V or GXs. So they can be scooped up and used as much as you want.
Yeah, no, like you said, I think it is wording because it's not specific enough, which I think that's the reason why we have the wording rule box. Because now it's like anything that has a rule. I think this is like high A or somewhere in A. You think it's S?
Here's how I think it's S tier.
Okay.
When this card was banned, or just the fact that this card was so broken, they had to rewrite how they worded Pokemon cards. They had to start using Rulebox as a thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, now, if your game needs to implement an entire new thing just to specify bullshit against some effects, yeah, no, that...
No, actually, you're right. That goes in S. We have an X and Y card up next. So we have a red card, very similar to Let Loose. Your opponent shuffles their hand into their deck and
gallery theme from Marvel 3
draws 4 cards.
It's not similar at all.
It's literally the same thing.
It's no. Let Loose said both you and your opponent.
Yeah. Oh, that's true. Okay.
So I will just red card you and then Jesse James, or red card delinquent. Good luck with that 1 card in your hand, buddy.
I don't understand why they printed these cards as items. These are like supporter level effects onto item cards.
That's why it got banned. It's S then, isn't it?
Yeah. No, this is S.
It's S.
Disgusting.
Oh, God.
I'm sure this would be very, very devastating to the 2 Tinkaton players out there. One of them being me. One day I will make Tinkaton work. Maybe
the fucking dog. I can't. Oh my god, that dog, it's just my favorite. My god.
I'll get ballsy and bring it to a cup. Who knows? There's no Milotic to protect it. Speaking of Milotic, we do actually have Milotic coming up next. So this is an X and Y card. So it has the ability Energy Grace. Once during your
funny. It's a Street Fighter 16. It's called Walk of Grace, which is Manon's theme. It's so fitting for Milotic, it's not even funny.
Turn, you may knock out this Pokemon, so that should tell you everything you need to know. If you do, attach 3 basic energies from your discard pile to one of your Pokemon, excluding Pokemon EX.
Do you see a problem with some of the wording there?
Yeah, GXs are very valid. It can go to GXs. And again, Lieutenant Surge, I feel like this ban list was revolved around like these two cards.
Yeah, pretty much.
A lot of it was.
These two cards like actually broke the meta. I think it's high A, maybe S, but I want to know
It
your
could be high A.
thoughts.
You can go high A. After a while, when we started getting GX Pokemon, you would pop this Milotic, and you would attach 3 Psychic Energy to a Trevenant and Dusknoir GX tag team. And you just power up right away. Boom, 1, 2, 3. I'm powered up.
Also, I need to point out something really, really cool. Like, I need to point out how cool. I'm going frame by frame on this because I don't want to miss it. Okay. I just want to point out how cool this card is. Holy shit, I love it! It's just so cool, man. Oh my god. Just Dusknoir and Trevenant in a tag team, in a card. I want this shit printed on my wall, dude, as a wallpaper. It looks so cool. I love those two.
GX tag team. And you just power up right away. Boom, 1, 2, 3. I'm powered up. I'm good to go. Your opponent took a prize. Cool. Surge's strategy. I'm gonna play 2 more supporters. I'm gonna knock your hand size down to 2 using unfair stamp, or reset stamp. I'm using something. Somehow you're going down to like 3 cards in hand, 4 cards in hand. And then I'm gonna use my Dusknoir and Trevenant, and I'm gonna put 2 cards randomly into your deck. Good luck with those other 2 cards. Hopefully you can play the game with those.
And the thing is, it's not limited to like water, like energy or anything. It was any basic energy. So I think this is high A.
Yeah, it's high. It's definitely high. They had to nerf any type of ability moving forward like that. Look at the Magneton we have right now. It only works on lightning Pokemon, and it could only be, well, it could be any energy, but it only works on lightning Pokemon. They had to figure this out. So
they had to be very specific.
The next one coming up, I really
it wasn't
like
gonna
too.
be broken like later on. We
like
mentioned it earlier, but we have Maxie's Hidden Ball Trick. So you can play this card only when it is the last card in your.
If I remember correctly, for this particular card, I think I used Team Magma / Aqua themes from the Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire remix.
Your hand. Put a fighting Pokemon from your discard pile onto your bench, and then draw 5 cards.
So cool.
Maxie's was played with that Archeops we talked about. And I think at first people thought Maxie was a problem. You know, the company, so they banned Maxie at first. And they realized that Archeops was a real problem. So they said, just keep them both banned. It's fine. Because coming out down the line, who knows what type of broken fighting Pokemon might come out that just Maxie just unlocks again. So they said, just keep.
Oh man, this is just making me want to learn Pokemon TCG. Just makes me want to learn a little and actually build a fighting deck. Fuck it. I love the fighting type Pokemons. They are my favorite type. But there's also other types that I will absolutely adore to try out. Then again, I could just download Pokemon TCG Pocket and just give it a shot. I might do that after stream, who knows.
Keep it banned, it's fine.
Yeah, so I think it goes with Archeops. Like, these two are like a package deal. What do you think?
They are. Yeah, that's fine.
Our next card, very iconic card. I remember spending some money on this card and kind of being upset that it got banned. But we have the Set Up Shaman EX. So when you play this Pokemon from your hand onto your bench, you may draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. So this card was
I think this is a Spiral 1 thing. I think it's Sunny Vista? No. What's the name of this thing? Spiral Sunny Flight. Okay, that's that.
Played a lot with a specifics.
I wanted the most chill main character theme I could ever find, and that's the
stadium called Skyfield. So, for those who weren't around during the Skyfield days, imagine Area Zero Stadium, but there's no restrictions.
Yeah, the Area Zero card that you see here, I've looked around for it for so long.
Those who weren't around during the Skyfield days, imagine Area.
This card in particular took me, if I remember correctly, not too long, like 10 minutes to actually find, because I didn't know it wasn't called Area Zero Stadium, it was called Area Zero Underpaths. I noticed that this one had a similar text wording for the effect as the other card mentioned earlier, which is Skyfield.
You may draw until you have 6 cards in your hand. So this card was played a lot with a specific stadium called Sky.
Yeah, similar wording for some stuff here. Granted, I'm casting a wide net, and I didn't got any feedback when it comes to that particular card mention. So I'm guessing it's fine. I'm guessing I made the correct choice here. Because I don't know. I genuinely don't know. But it is what it is. It sounds similar. It has 2 of the 3 words mention it. So I'll take it. It's the correct card.
There's no restrictions. Both players had...
Just 8.
Just 8. Just
bitch, go wild. Just go wild.
Just go crazy.
Put them all down. In any meta, it's good. In a vacuum, it's good. Just reading the card. The reason it got banned, I think, just because of with Scoop Up Net.
Yeah.
I think both those cards got banned together because your opponent would take 17-minute turns just setting up whatever they wanted to do. Your opponent would see 42 cards in a turn, and you're sitting there just for 7 minutes, like sick, cool, dope, nice.
I felt like Pokemon was a lot more like Yu-Gi-Oh back then. Just the
First turn kills, baby.
The Yu-Gi-Oh.
First turn kills in those combos.
Maybe the Yu-Gi-Oh players will enjoy expanded Pokemon. I don't know.
Shame is a side tier card.
Yeah, no, 100%. I honestly think it just deserves to be up here.
Yeah.
Disgusting. Speaking of disgusting, I love and hate this card. But we have the Stadium Forest of Giant Plants.
Jungle
and it says each player's grass Pokemon
1.
can evolve during his or her first turn, or when they play the Pokemon.
It's not Jungle Rollers. It's another Jungles theme. Hold on. It was Crash Bandicoot. Oh yeah, no. Jungle Rollers, Rolling Stones.
They play those Pokemon. This did see a lot of play. I do remember this card. Did you ever use it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because there's a Vileplume that...
Ad break. My bad. It's just a few seconds. Don't worry about it. Oh, god damn it. This game. Oh, god. Also, Vileplume. Damn. Alright. Ad break is over.
When Vileplume was in play, no player could play item cards. And I like me some item locks. I really do.
The flashback.
And yeah, it was played with that. But that's not the reason it got banned. I think it might be a part of the reason, but it's banned for a whole other reason.
All right, yeah. I don't know. You'll have to tell me because I actually don't remember.
I'll enlighten you. I'll enlighten you. In Expanded, there was a shift tree.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, no, that reaction warranted the Guardian theme for it.
Did you ever run into it? I ran into it a few times. I was like, oh my gosh, this is stupid. Force Giant Plants and Shift Tree both got banned. Stupid. Like a week after like the people found the combo. It got banned quickly. And then I think Pokemon can realize, oh wait, Shift Tree's not the problem. It's just the stadium. Get the stadium out of here. And they unbanned Shift Tree. I think that's right. But the Shift Tree, it would evolve. Right? And when Shift Tree came into play, I think you flip a coin, and if heads, your opponent's active Pokemon gets shuffled into their deck. And then you would scoop up the Shift Tree. Yep, you would scoop up Shift Tree. I don't know if you had to use Scoop Up Net or Scoop Up Cyclone or Super Scoop, or you flip a coin. Somehow you pick it up and you just put it right back down and evolve it again. And if you flip a coin, if heads, hey, I got you, shuffle into your deck. And then you do it again until your opponent had no Pokemon left in play, and you just win the game.
Oh,
and it's all on a coin flip, but you're recycling through the same Shift Tree like 5 times. So you finally get there. Got him. I won.
Where do you think this goes? Christ. I honestly think it's ass.
Yeah, because in a vacuum, it's good. If like you put this card in the meta right now, it will see some type of play.
Oh, 100%.
Someone will find some type of grass Pokemon to run with it. Somebody figures something out. Anytime that a card lets you break the rules, it's a pretty good card. And you're only supposed to be able to evolve once per turn. And if the Pokemon's been in play, it has, this just said, nah, go ahead. So almost anytime a card lets you do that, it's a really good card. So yes, it's S. You can go S with that. You gotta play it differently.
I dropped it. I was like, I'm playing Dragonflame
No.
instead. Screw this. Next card we have is a lot of people's favorites.
like
Hex Maniac. Until the end of your opponent's next turn, each Pokemon in play in their hand and in the discard pile, because believe it or not, there were Pokemon that's abilities that worked in the discard pile.
There were a lot of
They
them.
have no abilities anymore.
This card was good. I played it as a one-of in a lot of my decks at the time. I played it as like a one-of because I'm like, man, I might need to shut off their abilities sometime. Back then, there's a lot of cards that a lot of decks that relied on abilities. What you would do, you would play all your abilities or do everything you need to do before you play the Hex Maniac. Whatever I'm using, my abilities, and I'll say, okay, cool, Hex Maniac, attack for turn, your turn. And your opponent's like, well, what am I
do?
I have no abilities. What do I do? Yeah. Where's my abilities? And then it comes back to you like, cool, my abilities are back on. I'm going to propagate and draw more cards and do X, Y, and Z and this and that. And yeah, your opponent almost had to take a turn off sometime.
I think this is S. I think it's like up
I
here
don't
with
think
Shane.
it should be. I mean, it is, but in my mind, I'm like, I played this card myself and I ran into this card. I never felt like, oh my gosh, I can't play the game. I always had like I don't know. It never was a problem for me, but it's S tier.
How about we compromise? I put it in high A.
No. It's S tier. It is.
You think it's S?
It's just me personally. I guess I skill diff my opponents.
Oh,
shit.
The next card was mentioned a lot already, but we got to it. Is Delinquent. So what it does, it discards a stadium in play. If you do, your opponent discards.
It was a mistake using that. It was such a mistake. I legit don't like Team Skull. I think it's Team Skull. The one on Alola. I don't like their theme nor Ghost Mask. I like the designs, but I don't like the fucking themes though.
Cards from his or her hand. So I can imagine you could play this with, I guess, Forest. Above all your stuff.
Also, the
discard your
volume on
own
this one,
forest
I
and say,
should have fixed it,
discard
but by
three
this
cards.
point,
Yeah,
I've been editing this video.
I played it myself. I never. Once again, this is another card where I never was like, oh my gosh, I'm getting bodied by Delinquent. I played it myself. I ran into it a few times. I was able to I guess I skill diff people again.
Yeah.
Delinquent and Hex Maniac never bothered me, but it's a really good card.
I agree.
If this was a card today, it would see play today. Like
100%.
Expeditiously, yeah. It was combo with a lot of cards were combo with it.
Yes.
Delinquent was that good.
Yes.
It's an S tier card. It's an S tier card.
I agree. I think it does belong in the side and
There's
tier.
a lot.
We have one last card. One of my favorite cards. I really, really like this card. But we have Puzzle of Time. So it is an item card, and you can.
That's a glitch. Glitch sound effect.
Play two of them at the same time. So if you.
I think this was the Ocarina of Time shop.
You played one of them, you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck, reorder the top 3. Or if you play 2, you can put 2 cards from your discard pile back into your hand. Now, it does not have any restrictions on the second part.
Any 2 cards from your discard pile is crazy. Junk Hunt, we talked about that way earlier. Junk Hunt was only item cards. Electromagnetic Radar from the Regieleki is only trainer cards. Resource Management, put them on the bottom of your deck. Puzzle of Time, so if you get 2 of these, just go get 2 cards. Anything. What do you want? Go get them. But separate pull off in its own meta. But it was so good because you can just go grab any 2 cards you needed. So yeah, Puzzle of Time, in its own meta, it was good, but not like just extremely broken. It was good though. It was really good. Not extremely broken. When it got to expand it was broken. And then if you drop it in any meta right now, it's like ridiculously good. So A or S? What do you think, Si?
I think it's A. I don't think it was like that bad. I don't think so. Okay. I think everything above it was more broken than this.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would put it like right here.
Oh, my son's here.
Oh.
Aww, baby.
Say hi.
Hello.
He said hi to you.
Hello. Hello.
Day theme from Toronto.
Can you hear it?
To end the stream on.
So cute. My chat's saying hi.
Go eat that in the room. I'll make you dinner in a little bit, okay?
Bye bye. So cute. That is our tier list. As you can see, the Poseidon tier, the S tier, is the biggest one. There's a reason why these cards are banned. The ones that are lower didn't see too much play, but I mean, in an expanded format, they're broken. But are you happy with this tier list? Would you move anything?
No, I can live with that. What are the 3 most broken cards in that S tier, in that Poseidon tier? What do you think?
That's an easy decision.
Like, it's unfair. Like, just like, what is
Lieutenant
this?
Surge is for sure. I would for sure put Lieutenant Surge.
Reset
The
stamp.
stamp for sure. These two are disgusting, and honestly, you can combo these two with a lot of the cards here.
Yeah.
What do you think
It might
should
be
take the
delinquent.
third spot?
Maybe delinquent.
Delinquent? Yeah, that's nasty. Yeah, this made me realize that Pokemon back then was a lot like Yu-Gi-Oh! And that's probably why there were a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Players at my locals playing Pokemon at the time. They liked to come. But yeah, that is our tier list. Did you like this, Gazer? This is the first time I've had you on my stream.
This was fun. This was a fun time. I enjoyed this.
Go follow Gazer Beef. What do you want me to promote? You Twitter, Twitch, both?
Twitter and my Twitch. I'm gonna get back to streaming.
Oh my
Twitter,
god.
Twitch. I have an abandoned YouTube channel. No, Gazerine 2K. If you're looking for almost anything, it's Gazerine 2K. Type it in, you'll find me. Yep. It's easy to tell which Gazerine I am. I'm the black guy, so.
Okay.
Here it is. Hi YouTube, hi Twitch, by the way.
Hi. This will be edited into a fun little YouTube video, so thank you, Darius, my editor. But thank you guys for hanging out. Thank you, Gazer, for coming on to stream today. I had a lot of fun.
Out of all the mentions I get on the streams, this is the only one I decided to actually left in because it's at the very end. It doesn't bother anyone.
Thank you, Poseidon, and the Shipwrecks, and the Sidonites, the Sides, whoever you guys want to be. Thank you guys.
Alrighty, y'all. I'll catch y'all later. Bye-bye.
And that's that. Man, this is a long ass video too. Oh my god. Videos like this are the ones that can be a lot of fun to edit, but I also need to keep it short so it's not as long as the actual stream. Although I fear this one though. I fear I might need just one stream for this video alone. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh. Okay. Man, I'm done. Like I'm tired. I guess the age it's actually starting to catch up to me, and I'm not that old. Let's see. Is there anyone up for a raid right now? Oh yeah, there is people. And you know what? It's been a minute since I've raided this dude. Let's raid Gale. It's been a minute. Gelgidude. They're playing Black Myth Wukong. They're still not done with the game. They've been playing it a lot lately, if I remember correctly. So they're on a marathon. Anyway, I'll leave the Iono video for another time. Oh man, the Iono video and the End video are funny. This video though, I'm actually looking forward to this video. I might even wait longer than a week to watch it because it's so fucking long. My god. Like, I've spent, if I remember correctly, a week and some change working on this video alone. And I enjoyed every single second of it. So, this freaking video, it's going to be so good. So good. Ugh, my god. Anyway, I'm not here to do a speech of that. For those watching the VOD in YouTube, please consider checking out the videos I've reacted to. I reacted to today and the people behind them. The content wouldn't be as good as it is without them. Like, they are the main thing that makes the content as good as it is. So please consider checking them out. Not only on YouTube, but they also have their socials on their YouTube channel, so please check them out. And the videos themselves are really good too. Anyway, we'll be rating Gale in a minute, so I'll just go to my ending screen and I'll be seeing you all next week. I don't know what I'm doing next week, so I'll just think about what I want to do and just do it. Most likely I'm going to chill out. I'm not going to react to anything next week. Just to do something different, you know? Change the pace of everything. And yeah. I'll be seeing you all on the other side. Later.